Hello everybody, welcome to Free Coder. Here you can learn all about programming.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're taking a look at a new AI that's aiming to be more than just a tool. It wants to be your creative partner. It's called Emu3.5, and honestly, it might just change the game for a lot of people.
I mean, think about it. Imagine an AI that doesn't just wait for your command, but actually collaborates with you. One that can understand your vision and help you bring it to life. Well, we're about to dive into a new model that promises to do just that.
All right, so the model is Emu3.5. But what really makes it stand out, what's got everyone talking, isn't just that it's powerful. It's that it's completely free and open source. And that right there is a huge deal in the world of advanced AI.
Okay, so at its heart, Emu3.5 is what's called multimodal. Now, what does that mean? Well, think of it like this. Most AIs might see a picture of a cat, but Emu3.5 sees the picture, reads a caption like "my lazy cat," and gets the whole vibe. It's not just processing bits of data, it's actually connecting the dots between words, images, and the ideas behind them.
So, that all sounds great, but what can an AI that thinks in both pictures and words actually do for you? Let's get into some real-world examples because this is where it gets pretty fascinating. Let's say you've got an idea. You've sketched out a basic drawing, but now you're kind of stuck. You're not quite sure how to get from that simple outline to a finished piece of art.
This is where the magic happens. You give Emu3.5 that sketch, and it doesn't just finish it for you. No, it becomes like your personal art teacher. It looks at what you've done and then gives you step-by-step guidance on what colors to use and even where to put them.
And it goes way beyond art. You could literally snap a photo of the random vegetables in your fridge, and the AI will cook up a recipe you can make with them. This shows its incredible knack for connecting something visual with practical, real-world instructions.
And this really highlights its potential as a teacher. You could ask it something super complex, like how to sculpt a model of a Mars explorer. Instead of just giving you a wall of text, it builds you a visual, step-by-step guide, from how to shape the clay to exactly which paints to use and where.
So, we've seen what it can do, which is pretty mind-blowing, right? Now let's pop the hood and see what makes this thing tick.
The secret sauce here is a concept called unified world modeling. Now, what that basically means is the AI isn't just translating between pictures and words. It's thinking in both at the same time, kind of like a bilingual person who can switch between languages without even thinking. This lets it figure out the next logical step, whether that's the next word in a sentence or the next brushstroke on a canvas.
And to get this smart, it was trained on just a staggering amount of data, over 10 trillion tokens. You can think of tokens as tiny little pieces of information, maybe a single word from an article or a tiny square from an image. By learning from trillions of these pieces, it builds up this incredibly rich understanding of our world.
But it's not just about cramming in as much data as possible. The model also gets fine-tuned using something called reinforcement learning. It's kind of like teaching a dog a trick. You reward it when it gets something right. The AI gets feedback which helps it learn to reason better over time. It's this one-two punch of massive data and really smart training that makes it so powerful.
Okay, so this all sounds really good in theory, but how does Emu3.5 actually stack up against some of the other big names you might have heard of in the AI world?
Well, according to the benchmarks published by its creators, Emu3.5 is consistently coming out on top. In tests that measure these combined text and image skills, it seems to be outperforming other leading AI models.
All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here. Why is a model like this a potential game changer? I mean, what does this actually mean for creators, for developers, for us? So let's just recap why this is such a big deal. First, it's open source and free. That puts this incredible power into the hands of everyone, not just a few big companies. It was built from the ground up to be multimodal, so it handles images and text just seamlessly. It's super versatile, and it's been sharpened by that smart reinforcement training we talked about. Put all that together, and you've got a real game changer. And you know, that accessibility isn't just some abstract idea. You can actually download this model and run it on your own computer. With just a few setup steps, you can have this powerful creative partner working for you, right on your own machine. And that brings us to a final, pretty powerful thought. Emu3.5 really gives us a glimpse of a future where AI is more than just a tool, it's a true collaborator. And it makes you wonder, if all of us have a creative partner this smart, what incredible new ideas, art, and solutions are we going to build together? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.